Hi, I'm Deb Tillett, the president of the Emerging Technology Centers, and I'm here today with an amazing young man, Trevor Brooks. And what a story and what a life. And Trevor, I want to hear it from you. You were a ward of the state, so you grew up in institutions, and then...
Well, at age of 9, the state of Maryland took me away from my mother and put me in juvenile facilities. They thought it was for my good, you know. So I kind of grew up in institutions. And as soon as I could, I got away from them. I ran away and I became a product of the streets. The streets adopted me and the street element.
So you went from being a product of the streets to being the entrepreneur that you are now with the big idea. Tell me what the big idea is, Trevor.
The big idea is called Gun Bail, and it's an app and a platform that I developed that takes illegal guns off the streets. It incentivizes nonviolent offenders to willingly surrender their illegal guns in exchange for bail release.
And this comes out of an odyssey that you know, right?
Yes, very personally. As a late teen, I was involved in an altercation that took the life of a close friend and neighbor, and the gun was in my hand at the time.
So in entrepreneurship, we tend to look at the founder and say, oh, do you have domain expertise? I think you do.
Yes, I carried guns and was part of that element from the age of 12 until I went to prison. I was given my first gun at the age of 12.
This is a powerful story, Trevor, and you took that and you've turned that into what is Gun Bail now, right? And tell me a little bit about how it works, right?
Gun Bail works pretty much like this. If an individual is arrested for a nonviolent offense and he cannot afford bail, which 75% of nonviolent offenders can afford bail release, so they sit on the taxpayers' money for months, weeks, and then they're released anyway. Interesting thing is the entire criminal justice system in this country can only hold 2.3 million people, yet 12 million individuals are arrested every year. So in essence, we cannot incarcerate all of them. They have to let some of them go, and they usually let them out on probation, which also costs money, but at the same time, 55% of those individuals have access to illegal guns, and they are the individuals that are more likely to use those guns in the next random act of violence.
So you are solving a threefold problem, a big problem. We cannot incarcerate all of the people that should be. The guns don't do us any good on the street. And you're also allowing people to get out of the criminal justice system, even if they can't afford it.
Yes, to maybe get a second chance, give them some hope, show them a different way.
Second chance, Trevor, that's very, very powerful. So where are you in building out the app, the technology? Where are you?
Well, we've built out the first version. We are working on the second version, and I'm part of the Emerging Technology Centers. I was inducted into Accelerate Baltimore, and I've gone through New Me Accelerator. I have some great supporters. Ray Lewis has come on as co-founder of my company. Jeff Hoffman, the founder of Priceline, is funding us and is my advisor. And it's just everyone. It's amazing. I cannot believe.
This is a lot of progress. I know we met in January, and it was an idea, and it was a compelling idea. And now I see you 4 months later, and it's a powerful story. But here's the but, and every investor is going to ask you this: how do you make money?
Well, we charge for right now. We charge a user fee, a simple $99 fee for each submitted gun, which is very convenient for the inmate versus a $10,000 bond or $5,000 bond. Also, any city that experiences high gun violence, they also or similarly experience overcrowded jails. So we save the municipalities the cost of housing so many nonviolent inmates into a final disposition of their cases. We are patent pending technology. We've been pursuing that aggressively. Our claims came back novel. So it seems as if we will be able to license our software out to municipalities moving forward and really make a change, really change the landscape of violence in this country.
And I know you've been working hard on that. In fact, there's been some significant progress for you in front of the Maryland legislature, and you have your sights set on other states and other opportunities, and that's a big part of it. So I think there will be some people that will be concerned about some of the regulatory issues, but I think you're really working hard at that.
Yes, well, like you said, we went to the Maryland legislature. We got a standing ovation from the House and the Senate. Everyone supports us, and you know, even more than that, when I was talking to in a meeting with Attorney General Frost, he told me, he said, more than this, you are giving hope to other individuals that seem like they're in a hopeless situation, that there's no other life for them. And once they see that you can make a change in your community positively, no matter how you started out, I'm hoping that other people living the life of despair that I once lived see this and aspire to do more for their community and be successful at it.
That's the bigger story, and you should be proud of yourself, and we should be proud of you, and I am. Thank you.
Thank you, Dad. You're one of my biggest supporters, so yes, thank you.